back.
Why did you do it?
Yeah,
I'm suing
get back.
you.
Okay, your dog charged. Get back.
All these people seen that. That dog is harmless.
Okay.
I don't know where
You shot my dog?
the black
With
one.
a gun?
Over here. Okay.
My dog with a gun.
With a taser. No, I shot it, man. You shot it? I shot it.
Here are 6 times evil cops killed innocent pets, starting with the cop who was caught laughing after shooting 2 dogs dead with a rifle.
Never mind. I'm gonna go for the other one.
This incident occurred on March 2nd, 2024, after officers received a report from a man saying 3 Rottweilers were barking at his dogs through a fence and he was afraid to get out of his car. The 3 dogs were said to have escaped overnight when a door was left open at their home, and because the caller mentioned them being aggressive, the dog shelter officials refused to handle the dogs, stating that there was no room for dangerous dogs at the time. So sheriff deputies were sent to the location, and after speaking with the initial caller, they contacted another nearby homeowner who had something entirely different to say.
And they went that way.
Well, they don't look crazy aggressive, though. You know?
Okay.
I mean, they're running around and just playing.
So the officers had very contrasting details of what happened, and they weren't certain the dogs were aggressive as claimed, considering no one was bitten. But they planned to neutralize the dogs, and this didn't hinder them, as once the dogs were spotted in a small field, the officers, Antonio Martinez and Ashley Gillen, drew their rifles on the unsuspecting dogs. And at that moment, one of the dogs running toward the officers got shot, and the other dog made it a few more feet before he too was gunned down. But as terrifying as that was, what happened next was much worse.
Never mind. I'm gonna go for the other one.
County 41 dispatch.
I'm gonna go put him out of their misery.
Man, they started barking and they were going. I'm like, holy smokes. Yeah, my body camera's on.
4 dogs.
That one's still alive.
Man, that was a quick shot. It's like
After shooting the dogs, the officers shared a laugh, went up to them, and after discovering one of them was still alive, decided to end it swiftly.
Yeah, where my ear pro, and I can still hear him barking, coming up and barking. Do you want me to call animal control and see if they'll come pick him up?
The dogs were murdered in cold blood, but this wasn't the most disturbing part. As you might have noticed, only 2 dogs were shot and killed, and that is because the 3rd dog ran away after seeing this and eventually returned home. However, the county immediately filed a dangerous dog declaration for the surviving dog and mandated the owner to register it with the county. The dog owners argued this, stating that their animals are not aggressive, and subsequently started a GoFundMe to raise money for legal fees to be used to fight the declaration. Officers Antonio and Ashley didn't face any disciplinary action because they claimed to act in the good of public safety. But the next dogs were not a threat to anyone and were even in their home when the cops shot them multiple times.
I don't like shooting no dogs. I love dogs, and so it's unfortunate.
Those words came from Officer Michael Mays only seconds after he broke into the backyard of a home in response to a false burglary alarm and did the unthinkable to 2 dogs. One dog named Sirach ran into the backyard and then slowed down to inspect the stranger in his home. But that was the moment Officer Michael shot him in the head. And just then, another dog named Rocco ran toward the officer hearing the commotion, but he got shot 3 times all over his body.
Yup, I dispatched both of them. I know.
At this point, there was no guarantee the dogs were still alive, and from his reaction, Officer Mays knew there was a better way to handle the situation, but his words to the homeowner made that very hard to believe.
You live here? Your back door was wide open?
I guess I didn't know you guys were coming. I put in the wrong alarm code, I guess, and my mom was supposed to call you guys. So I figured she called you guys. I didn't know you guys were coming.
No, it's okay. The thing is, you know.
I know. I just didn't know you guys were coming. I didn't know my door was
Hey, I'm gonna sit there and say sorry right now because I don't like shooting no dogs. I love dogs, and so it's unfortunate. Are they A-okay? Are they?
I have blood all over my house. Okay. They're both walking that I know of.
After the incident, Officer Mays was not criminally charged and faced no disciplinary repercussions, so the troubled homeowner filed a lawsuit against the city and was eventually given a $150,000 settlement. To her, the dogs weren't just family, but also helped her children who had special needs.
They make my kids' day possible. So they make it possible for my kids to be able to function in their day-to-day life.
Meanwhile, one of the dogs was cleared to recover at home, while the other needed extensive surgery. Both dogs are expected to make a full recovery. However, that wasn't the case for Hennessy, who died after being shot 3 times by officers in front of his owner. And considering how brutal this case is, the dog owner refused a settlement deal but sued the cops for $16 million.
It was a nightmare. I held Henny's body while she was dying in my arms.
Those were 4 roommates, Erica, Umana, Amaya, and Brandon, and their traumatic experience happened 2 years before when officers were called to their apartment complex on reports that 2 dogs had attacked a resident and afterward run into their apartment.
You don't know which one they went in, right?
No, but I know they get away from South.
How do you know that?
Because they won't go there.
Okay. Hey, how
Well,
are
I
you?
think she live in the apartment with them.
Okay.
That's what I was saying. She just called her.
Well, you can go downstairs because I don't want you involved in it. You didn't know if it's the left or the right apartment?
No, I'm not sure. I just know they came up to you.
Police, how are you? Okay.
The left door opened up to an old woman who denied having any dogs in her house. So the officer suspected that the dogs were behind the right door, but after multiple knocks and no answer, the officer decided to ask the apartment maintenance worker for the keys to the apartment. And this was the beginning of a very disastrous home invasion.
We need access to one of the apartments here. 2 dogs bit one of the tenants and then they ran inside the apartment. 2 dogs attacked one of your residents, causing significant injuries, and they ran inside apartment David 2.
Which apartment?
D2, top right. Yeah.
Officers Jason Ball and Joseph Mahanda didn't seem to recollect at the time, but the police employee manual instructs officers that if an animal poses an immediate threat, officers are supposed to find and contain it without endangering themselves or the public. But if officers cannot find the animal, they are to create a case record and give it to the Animal Management Division within 24 hours. These officers had no evidence that the dogs were inside the quiet apartment, and if they were in fact in there, that meant the dogs were already contained inside. But this didn't stop the officers who broke into the apartment and created a very chaotic scene.
Hey, PGPD! Where the dogs at? We don't know. I got you on this one. Hey, PGPD!
Come on out here. Come on out here.
Maintenance, open the door. You take that issue with them. Ma'am, are you coming out?
Tell you to come out. I don't need a warrant. We got probable cause.
As confident as the officers sounded, they were wrong. They had no warrant to search the home and had no conceivable evidence that the dogs were inside. So the officers were now committing burglary, but it only got worse from here once Erica tried to get into the home.
You live there?
Oh, don't come here, huh? Push out.
Man, you gotta go.
Don't touch me.
You have to go. You can't be in the apartment. You can look all day.
Yep.
God damn. PGPD, you coming out or we coming in? Make up your mind.
Erica was immediately pushed out by Officer Jason, who was bent on getting the bedroom door open that he had his gun out, showing that he was willing to escalate the situation. But once the bathroom door swung open, the situation escalated beyond expectation.
Hey.
Come on out.
Oh, it's just in here. Why are you in there?
Come on out.
I'm right here.
Come out. We gotta check the other
All the
room.
way out.
From what? You don't have a warrant.
Let's go.
You don't have a warrant. I'm about to call
Come on out.
911.
You can call whoever you want to call.
Who you locked up? That's fine. We're on
I'm calling 911.
Step outside.
PGPD.
Siri, call 911.
Step outside.
Siri, call 911. This is my house. Why are you pushing me out? Because this is my house. You don't have a warrant to step in here. Siri,
B2, if anybody else is 10, start on this way.
hello. No, I live here. I live here.
There's someone else in that room.
There's somebody else in the room. You don't have a warrant to be in here. Can you let go? I live here. You're harassing me.
Step outside.
You don't have a warrant to be in here.
Just put her in cuffs.
Here. Yo, I live here. Hello. For what?
While Amaya struggled with the officer as she was dragged out of her own home, Umana came in through the door, and what happened next was extreme chaos.
For what? Okay. Yo, I'm not even doing nothing.
Ma'am, you gotta. Hey, watch out. I'm gonna taste. Hey, calm down. Calm down right now. Hey.
While the commotion erupted, one of the dogs followed Brandon out of the bedroom and went straight for Umana, his primary owner, only to be shot 3 times by the officers.
Back up! Back up!
Get back! Get back! Get back!
Ma'am, you're about to get tased! You're about to get tased! Ma'am, you're about to get tased! You're about to get tased! You're about to get tased! Well, hey, don't go in that room!
Get back!
Don't go in that room! Close the door! Sir, close the door! Close the door!
Get back!
Look, yo,
Get
I
back.
need police 6908. Feds just came in my house for no reason.
Sir,
They shot my
just walk up
dog.
front for me.
No.
Keep that door closed.
While the dog battled for life, the homeowners were left in complete and total breakdown.
Right now.
You can take
We're
my
not worried
dog.
about that.
Do whatever the I need your badge number. I need your badge number. And your badge number. Diary, give me the out. Yo, get my dog. Give me the paper. Get out. I swear to God. Get her now. Somebody call the.
You're not getting my face. You're not getting my face. That is fine. That is fine. Just keep it distance.
Can you get your
That
badge?
is fine.
Can you
Get
get your
back.
badge?
Get back.
No
That
more
shit fucking
probable
came in
cause.
here. You heard us
What
announcing, so you guys
probable
come
cause?
Maintenance, open the door. It absolutely matters. Maintenance, open the door. Maintenance, open the door. You don't own the apartment.
It's all recorded. I got the police in the parking lot. Look at your point. Look at you.
Absolutely nothing until you do something. Doing nothing until you do something.
Babe. Hattie. Yo, y'all gonna pay for this. All 3 of y'all. What are you guys wearing?
You're just adding to your.
I don't give a f. Y'all kill. Y'all got to.
Your dog will not be your dog will not be killed from that. Relax.
Although the officer strongly believed his words, he had no idea how wrong he was, as the incident left Hennessy paralyzed and he was ultimately euthanized. The homeowner cherished the dog, but putting him down meant he was in such great pain that death would have been a painless rest for him. The roommates filed a $16 million lawsuit against the Prince George's County Police Department and 3 officers for illegally entering their apartment without a warrant, using using excessive force and needlessly shooting and paralyzing their dog, leading to his death.
I no longer feel safe in the presence of the police officers, and I will never trust them ever again.
After the incident, an internal affairs investigation found that officers Jason and Joseph were accused of conduct unbecoming an officer, placed on paid administrative duty, and brought before an internal trial board. But much to the surprise of the 4 roommates, in the 2.5 years since the incident, the 3 officers who were involved have faced discipline internally by the police department, but not for criminal charges. So they remain out of jail while the lawsuit proceedings continue. Please like and subscribe if you've made it this far. But if that makes your blood boil, what the next officer did to this woman's dog would leave you petrified.
He continued shooting her. She was trying to come to safety, and he just kept shooting her 3 more times after the first time.
That right there is Tammy Kearns, who on July 2nd, 2023, was trying to gather her 4 dogs that got loose from her house in Lorain, Ohio, when patrolling officer Elliot Palmer exited his squad car and instructed her to get them under control. While she was gathering them, one of the dogs approached the officer and then ran off shortly after. But just then, another Labrador named Dixie got free from her owner and ran toward the officer. And that was when the officer drew out his firearm and shot at the dog 4 times till it was handicapped on the ground. Seeing this, Tammy immediately lashed out at the officer.
Get back! Get back! Give me a bunch of cars out here. We got a bunch of people coming out. Get back!
You stupid! You killed my dog!
Get back!
Why did you do it?
Get back! Okay, your dog charged. Get back.
All these people seen that! That dog is harmless!
Okay. Get, ma'am.
No,
I need
I'm
you to
not.
get back. Ma'am, I need... Oh my God! We're catching her!
I want your name, I want your badge, everything!
Palmer, 101.
The dog owners were visibly enraged, but they weren't alone. 4 shots were fired in a rather quiet neighborhood, so the neighbors naturally came out in mass, and when they discovered who was shot, the situation quickly escalated.
Get back! Everybody get back! Don't walk out there! Get back! Get back! Get back! Everybody get back! Oh my God! Get back! Okay, I appreciate it. Get back! Get back! Everybody get back! So get back! Everybody get back! Get back! Like you I got you back! Everybody back! I appreciate it. Everybody get back! I got burned. Public sidewalk. I got you on camera. I'm calling a lawsuit. Okay, sit tight.
He wasn't going after him. He shot her 4 times.
You better pay for it. Everybody get back. There's no everybody get back. I got it.
At this point, with 4 gunshot wounds and an officer who didn't call for medical help of any sort, the dog was confirmed dead on the scene. There was little the officer could do to try to explain his actions, but what happened next made this case even more alarming.
She wasn't even going after you! She was going across the street! I hope you got your dog!
Let's not stand around that while they're arguing. Okay. So what ended up happening?
While describing the event to what appeared to be a supervisor, Officer Palmer muted his mic, which brought the question to his credibility and what he did tell his colleague. But eventually, it was revealed that Palmer told investigators that Dixie was intently staring at him and was hyper-focused on him. He believed the dog was coming to attack him, so he shot Dixie 4 times because he feared for his safety. But whatever he told the supervisor was enough for him to be instructed to do this.
Hey, Hey, I'm booking out of here.
Because of you! Because of you!
Palmer was sent off from the tense scene, and an internal investigation began shortly after. Kearns' family disclosed that Dixie was a 3-year-old loving animal who liked to play in the pool and with children. They didn't think she would want to attack the officer, and so were extremely devastated by the officer's actions.
He had mace on him. He had the taser. Why not use the taser on her instead of shooting him?
But amidst all this, the internal investigation into the event found the shooting to be objectively reasonable, and the police chief confirmed that Officer Palmer did not use excessive force when he shot Dixie. But most shocking was when he suggested that charges be filed against Dixie's owners and that people need to control their dogs. A rally was held to drive justice for Dixie, but even now, Officer Palmer remains active and will only face disciplinary action for not activating his camera before stepping out of his vehicle, something all officers are instructed to do. But the next officer did just that and gave very clear footage of how he killed a 14-month-old pit bull by shooting him twice.
Oh my God, let me see him!
Get in the truck!
On June 29, 2019, Officer Matthew Grasshorn was responding to a trespass call when he pulled into an empty parking lot to find a couple and their unleashed dogs. On seeing the officer, the couple quickly called for their dogs, and while one of them heard the call, the younger dog named Herkheimer continued for the officer, and that was when Officer Grasshorn shot him twice in the head and torso, creating a very emotional scene.
Get back to the truck! Get to your truck! I didn't know that!
He's a puppy! Can I see him?
Get to the truck!
Please let me see him! Please, oh my God, let me see him!
Get in the truck!
Oh my God, please, let me see him! He's
Ma'am,
dying.
just get back to your truck.
If he's dying, let me see him! He's dying!
Okay, okay.
Oh my God, can I call him back?
Ma'am, get away! He will bite you, he's hurt. He will bite you, he's hurt.
Killed him!
He will bite you, he's hurt.
Jay!
Sir, tell her to get away. He will bite her, he's hurt. Maybe you ought to have your dogs in your truck then. Is this your property? That's why I'm here, because you're trespassing.
Can we take him to a vet, please? Can we take him to a vet?
Ma'am,
please.
I'm not going to be able to help you.
Please let me take him to a vet.
I'm not going to be able to help you.
Please, sir.
You're not going to be able to help him. I need you to stay there.
For someone whose job it was to protect lives, the officer was strongly against the idea of getting help for the dangerously wounded dog.
Listen, he's okay. He's going to be okay. I want to take him to a vet, please.
Where did you hit him?
In the head and in the chest and the side. Let me.
If he's still alive, let us take him to the vet.
Please, let me take him. He's okay. He's going to be okay.
Just stay there.
Okay.
Wait for me to get some more help and we'll help you, okay?
It's okay. Please let me take him. Perky, it's okay, baby. God, I can't believe you cooking. Why did you do that?
I don't know, because he's running after me like he's going to bite me?
He's a puppy.
I don't know that.
He's a puppy.
Do I know that? Do I know that?
Oh my God.
Okay. Yeah, thanks for telling me how to do my job. Just stay there.
Oh my God! Herky, no! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Please let me take him to a vet, sir. We're not doing anything.
Just stay there. Stay there.
While the couple seemed to be at the mercy of the officer, they weren't entirely innocent, as they should have put their dogs on a leash, especially considering that they were trespassing on private property.
Why are you here?
Because we're selling. I'm selling this wood, right? And they needed the place needed a place for it to be locked up. So one of my other customers gave me this ice machine out of Berthoud, and then so we were going to spray paint it up and then take it over there and put the wood in it for them.
Okay. The people that listen, we've already went over that, have we not?
Yes.
Do I know your dog's friendly? When I say no, one dog stops, one keeps coming. That's what's going to happen, man.
I know, but
I'm not in the business to get bit.
I know. I wanted you to shock them, if anything.
That doesn't work like that.
it is a terrible bummer. But the reason I'm here is the business owners watch you on camera and thought you were loading stuff up. So that's the reason I'm here.
We stopped this really fast.
But it doesn't make sense for you to come in somebody's private property business and start open up shop.
At first, I thought it was abandoned because of the front of it. God, she's.
I don't want to shoot nobody's dog. It's the first time I shot at anybody's dog in 14 years.
You shot one before?
No, I've never done it in 14 years, but I got no time to wait to see if he's going to bite me or not, right?
We just got the just rescued them. It's totally our bad. I understand that, but God damn it.
The man took responsibility for letting the dogs loose, and the woman catered to her dying dog, while the officer shifted all guilt away from himself. 15 minutes after the shooting, the couple were eventually allowed to take him to a vet. Although he survived the shooting, Officer Grashorn's actions paralyzed him, and his owners were forced to euthanize him after they could not afford surgery. Shortly after that, the couple sued Officer Grashorn for unlawful seizure, and although he invoked qualified immunity, which shields government officials from liability unless they violate a person's clear constitutional rights, the district's senior judge concluded that the case would go to trial, where jurors would have their say about the reasonableness of Grashorn's conduct. A jury trial is scheduled for November 2024. But the next case was much more severe, and it started with a terrifying 911 call.
Somebody just kicked my door in.
What's your address?
I'm at 30 H Street.
I'm not trying to hit you.
I will be out of here. Please come now.
I'm coming. I got officers on the way, okay?
Before ending the call, the caller could be heard talking with a man in the background who said he didn't want to hurt her. So officers were immediately dispatched to the address entered into their system, where they saw that the back door was wide open.
Back door is like cracked open. Is there a way to just walk around there? No. You can't?
You want to jump in a whole cover and you hold it and we'll leapfrog over?
The open door was a huge sign that they were at the apartment of the trespass incident, but they would soon realize that they were completely mistaken.
Wake up, police department! Back up! Easy, puppy! Back up! Thanks for deploying, dog. Hey, the dog's back here. Easy, puppy! Easy, puppy!
Hearing the dogs running down, the officer immediately switched his pistol to a stun gun and then shot at a female dog, Hannah, as multiple dogs came running towards him. Although he ended up harming the dog, this was a far less lethal option, but the other officer did not pick this option. He shot the dog named Finn with his pistol, and once the homeowner arrived at the door, the officers realized they had made a huge mistake.
Puppy! Easy, puppy! Easy. Yeah, I hit that. I'm sorry. I hit. We got a call that somebody's broken. Yeah, and the dog just came back afterwards.
So I'm gonna sleep. My dogs are fine. They're really nice.
Okay. We'll call in and we'll get around. Go ahead.
We're 10-4 in the backyard for now. Taser deployed on.
Yeah. Well, we got called that somebody was breaking in, and it was just unknown. So that's why we were back here. The door's wide open, and It don't look good in our, situation.
The 911 caller gave her address as 3204 North 20th A Street, but when dispatch imputed it into their address system, it auto-corrected to 3204 North 20th Street, bringing them to this woman's home, which she shared with her partner. She knew there was a misunderstanding with the address, but she didn't know that her dog was battling for his life.
That's why we're here. When the dog charged me, so I shot it. The black one, I don't know where.
You shot my dog?
The black one?
Gun?
Yeah, it's still over there?
The black dog's over here.
Okay.
Shot my dog with a gun?
With a taser.
Huh?
Taser.
Who? No, I shot it, bro.
You shot him?
I shot it. Hey, can we?
Oh my God.
Supervisor coming?
Yeah.
All right. We got a supervisor coming, ma'am.
What?
I said we got a supervisor coming. I'm sorry, but.
Hey, did you say you shot on the radio?
No. Hey, 2150s. We need a supervisor here. I shot a dog.
A supervisor arrived and allowed the woman to take her dog to the vet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hannah was left to recover at home, while her brother Finn wasn't so lucky. He was taken to a vet where he was placed on life support, and considering he was the oldest dog that the couple had, they realized that his chances of survival were slim. So they pulled him off life support. This was very heartbreaking for them, and they decided that someone must bear a similar pain they did.
I want them to know how much they hurt our family, and I would like an apology.
The couple started a GoFundMe to raise money to be used to start a legal suit against the Waco Police Department. If you like this video, YouTube thinks you'll like these videos even more.